And once more I prove Commander Morrow the fool. I told him, you can't stop the Dark Brotherhood. Never could. Come now, don't be shy. You haven't come this far just to stand there gawking.
It seems you were expecting me.
But of course, you and I have a date with destiny, but so it is with assassins and emperors, Yes, I must die, and you must deliver the blow. It is simply the way it is. But I wonder, would you suffer an old man a few more words before the deed is done?
I suppose it's the least I could do for the Emperor.
Well, I thank you for your courtesy. You will kill me, and I've accepted that fate, but regardless of your path through life, I sense in you a certain ambition. So, I ask of you a favor, an old man's dying wish. While there are many who would see me dead, there is one who set the machine in motion. This person, whomever he or she may be, must be punished for their treachery. Once you've been rewarded for my assassination, I want you to kill the very person who ordered it. Would you do me this kindness?
I will consider your request.
Thank you. Now, on to the business at hand, I suppose,
Well, would you look at that? I told Gregor to furnish the entry room, and yeah, he really put it together. Why am I making my own furnishings? Why am I bothering to make any of these? Let's have him do it. I got the gold, I have the means, I have the resources. Gregor, get down here. I have found your new full-time job as steward. Furnishing the rest of my rooms so I don't have to. Maybe not all of them. I'll still do a little bit of the work. This is a team effort. If anything, we both live here. You live here a little bit more than I do, but we'll work on this together. Where is he?
Yes?
Have you seen Gregor by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
I guess not. There you are.
Honor to you, my Thane.
Well, thank you. You know, you don't have to call me Thane anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but you don't have to. You are less so my house call. You're now the steward. I'd like you to buy some furnishings for the home.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
Here's the thing. I don't want him to furnish the bedroom, because then he's going to add the children's beds in there, and I don't really want him to do that. I can, however, pay for him to do the main hall, the kitchen, and alchemy room. And then I can do the bedroom and I can do the basement. It's not really an even distribution of labor, but I think it's gonna work.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Alright, go ahead and furnish the main hall.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
And go ahead and furnish the kitchen as well.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
I know it's going to take a little bit of time. If anything, it's probably going to take a couple days for you to get everything sorted.
Aye.
Let me take a look at what I do need materials-wise for the bedroom and for the basement, and then I can work on that. So I can make a table with benches. And I like this bench. I like how it only needs one nail for the entire thing. Remind me not to sit on that. I don't know how sturdy that's gonna be. It's coming together. It's definitely not done. We could use maybe another couple, like, mounted animals. Mounted animals, I definitely need more table space around the bed itself. Maybe a couple low tables, a mounted bear head. I'll do a safe. Yeah, some more shelves. More wardrobes. More sconces. I'm gonna need a lot of goat horns for sconces, so hopefully Bellathor has those back in stock. Not really counting on it, though. He never has exactly what I need anyway. Okay, so I can make a tanning rack and mounted elk antlers. If anything, I think mounted elk antlers would look better in my bedroom than down here. We have a tanning rack, not upstairs, but in our front yard already, so I don't really feel like I need another one right now. I can make 3 chests, which seems like a good idea, just so I have more storage down here. I can turn this into a designated storage area of sorts. More safes, okay. And then we have the shrines. Flawless Amethyst, Corundum Iron. Yeah, I don't have all of my amulets on me, is the thing. Akatosh, that's kind of a go-to for me. Yeah, I'll make the weapon racks. I'll get some more goat horns for all the wall sconces to keep this place decently lit. So chests, safes, wall sconces. Yeah. That's a lot of steel that I need, so I'm also gonna have to check in with the blacksmiths and just take all the steel that they have.
You're the one all the gods are talking about. You went into that sanctuary, wiped out the Dark Brotherhood. Friend, I owe you a drink.
Oh. Alright, well, thank you.
Ah, excuse me.
Well, word of my exploits gets around pretty quickly then, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Oh, are we under attack from bandits too? I just saw a lot more dots on my compass just now. Don't you do this to me now. Don't you do this. Oh, goblins. Goblins and a dragon. Okay, I was worried it wasn't going to hit him. I was worried it wasn't going to reach him. Don't you go to Dragon Reach now. Don't you go up to Dragon Reach. We have all this great land right here. Why don't you just land? Right now. What are you doing? You can't just ignore Dragon Rend. That's illegal. I'll have you arrested for that. Oh, and he moved. You weren't supposed to move.
This what you want, huh?
Well, he landed. Just not really when I wanted him to. Oh, I gotta heal up. Oh, this is dangerous. This is bad. And, uh-oh, shout, shout, shout. Okay, was trying to shout. I couldn't shout yet. Oh. This is not looking good for me right now. This is not looking good for me whatsoever right now. I'm gonna try and use a Poison of Slow on the dragon. Okay, I think it worked. I think it worked. Oh, but he's taken off. You get back here now. I gotta heal up. Hey, 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 I was healing. Not cool. Oh, reach the dragon before he has a chance to take off again. What is he eating? I just heard you bite something. Oh, a spider. That's fine. That's acceptable. Okay. Ooh, that was close, but I did raise my light armor, see? That was one of the things I wanted. Right now, I'm not sure if it was the best idea. Oh, before he could shout. That's how it's done. Block increased. Oh, I'm just gonna circle him. I'm just gonna circle him. Don't you take off now. No, he's shouting. He's shouting. Oh, shout, shout, shout. Heal, heal, heal. And deal the final blow. Was there still a goblin down there? You still fighting the goblins while I dealt with the dragon, the necromantic dragon? I thought Alduin was bad enough as a necromantic dragon raising them from the grave. This one, he hurt. I see you got a little bloody too, huh, Lucian? Oh, hey, the guard joined us.
I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers.
It's a strange thing to take away from all this. That's all I'm saying. Bandit camp right underneath Whiterun? I feel like I've discovered this before. I feel I've absolutely been here before.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Oh, are you? Are you indeed warning me? Trying to hide right under the Jarl's nose?
I'm warning you. Now ain't this a surprise?
I was hoping that would hurt you more. What can I say? Magic isn't always my strong suit. Alteration magic? Yes. The rest of it, you know, still a work in progress. I feel like as long as I'm master of one of the schools of magic, I can justify being Archmage. Technically, too. I don't feel like anyone's acknowledging that I did raise enchanting to 100, but technically, 2.
I trust you know what you're doing with that spell.
What spell? Are they upset about the enchantments in my armor? Is that what's going on?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
You know, I might also call them junk. I wonder if Yorland would say anything about me being a master blacksmith. Am I as good as him now? That's what I want to know. Can I go toe-to-toe with Yorland Greymane? Maybe not, but I like to think that I might be one of the better blacksmiths in all of Skyrim now.
We Greymanes got just as much to be proud of as them Battleborns. But you won't see us with our noses in the air.
No, I know. You say it every time. I wonder what he'll say. What if I ask him for training? Hey, can you teach me anything?
You already know all that I know.
See, he said it himself. That's what I wanted to hear.
Gods be praised.
Now, I've talked to everyone that I can. I spoke to Adrian, spoke to Belethor, spoke to Yorland. I bought all the materials that I can. I don't know if it's going to be everything that I do need, but I am hoping that it is enough to be able to do some of the furnishings that I want. It definitely wasn't enough steel because it was 15 steel ingots per safe. Which, hey, they're sturdy. Hey, my goods aren't going anywhere
Dragonborn.
once they're inside that safe.
It's an honor.
So I guess that's good to know.
Dragonborn. It is my honor to stand before you.
I think I have enough steel to build
I do
2
like Whiterun a
safes.
lot.
You!
It would be a shame
You're
if
the
it were
one who
completely
wiped out the
obliterated
Dark
by
Brotherhood.
dragons.
All the guards are talking about it. You're a hero to us all.
You know, the other one said he'd buy me a drink.
You're the one lives in Breeze home, right?
I would say this is definitely the nicest of the homes that I own now. Definitely the largest, but now that it's been properly furnished, I would say it's definitely the nicest. I still like the idea of entertaining, I still like the idea of having people over, I just don't know when that's actually ever gonna happen, because I'm not home very often. Also, it being outside the city walls, I'm not sure how many people would really make the trek out here. This was a nice little distraction, though. We're always off killing someone, saving something, saving everyone sometimes. Getting to build a house with my own two hands, or my two hands, Gregor's two hands, you helped out a little bit. This was a nice change of pace for us. That being said, let's head back to the Reach. Let's go check in with Delphine and Esbern and see if there's anything they can do to help with Alduin. Before we head back, let me just stop in Whiterun real fast, just for a quick supply run. And also just to offload some goods, because I think I still have quite a bit of junk in my pockets, just from making everything that I still needed for the rest of my house.
Aha! You're back.
I said I would return. An assassin's word is a bond, and as was agreed upon, the Emperor lies dead.
I know! I received the news not moments ago. Ha ha! This is glorious! My friend, you may not realize it, but you have served the Empire, indeed all of Tamriel, in ways you cannot possibly imagine. Ah, but you care little for politics, am I right? You want money, and money you shall have. Your payment waits for you at a dead drop. It is inside an urn, in the very chamber where we first met, in Vollenrud. Now please, go. Collect your money, and let us never look upon one another again. Our business, thank the gods, is concluded.
Not quite. We have one last matter to discuss.
And what might that be?
You could say I have a new contract, of sorts. The dying wish of an honorable man.
But we had a deal.
You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered, right here in Skyrim. By the gods, if the Dark Brotherhood can do that, nobody's safe.
It would seem we missed one of the Dark Brotherhood then. And now, the entire Empire may pay the price for it.
Like so many of the Dark Elves in Skyrim, I grew up in Windhelm's Great Quarter. My parents, 3 siblings, and me all stuffed into a glorified hovel with 2 other families. With each passing winter, there were fewer and fewer of us, until one day I woke to find myself the last of the Belvane bloodline. Even before the start of the Civil War, the Nords made it clear to us that we were less than second-rate citizens in their eyes. There was one in particular, Haka, who was the worst of them all. He would spit on us as he walked through our streets, intimidate shopkeepers, start fights with children. When a young dark elf stole a loaf of bread from Candlehearth Hole, Haka and his cronies beat the boy within an inch of his life. So one night, when he was alone in the Great Quarter, drunk out of his mind, I took it upon myself to return the favor, and then some. The guards caught me, locked me away, and I sat in the dark, thinking that this was the end of me. After a few sleepless nights, a guard came to my cell and told me I was free to go. A traveling merchant had paid for my release, he said, and I was to be given into his custody. Despite my many questions, the merchant simply told me again and again, follow. After several days on the road, we reached this very cabin. And there, clad in crimson garments, stood a woman. She told me I needed a purpose, and, more importantly, a new family. This is not the end of the Dark Brotherhood. I swear this to you, Astrid. With the gold from this contract, we can rebuild. There's an abandoned sanctuary not far from Dawnstar. And when I first entered it, I found I was not alone. I met a curious jester who'd come all the way from Cyrodiil. He told me of a Nord with silver hair who'd had him arrested. The same Nord who took our contract and killed us like we were wild beasts inside the Falkreath Sanctuary. I've since learned that this Nord, clad in silver armor, is said to be the Dragonborn of legend. It is clear to me that if we are to survive, if the Dark Brotherhood is to survive, we must do so in even greater secrecy and avoid this so-called hero. What we do now, we do in the shadows.